thought I'd show you something different, something that you'll probably need to do at some point. This is what happens when your son comes to the window, the studio window, and plays out some kind of sign language, which means you've got 30 minutes left to dinner. And you're like, okay. And then that's fine, except he comes back every 10 minutes and does the same. And by the time you're down to 10 minutes, you're rushing and lost your mind a little bit. And so something fell off. And it fell off just at the end. And that's always really, really annoying. So now I have to take the stone out and resolder that on. So I thought I'd show you how I can do that. It's not that I'm not grateful that they made dinner yesterday. It was really nice, but it gets a little intense when they keep doing that. Okay, so I like to put it, this is a piece of sanding pad, and I like to turn it up the other way, and I protect the back. It doesn't matter, I'm going to refinish it anyway, but if you've got anything you want to keep a little nicer and not skim on the metal, then that's always a good thing you can do. I like to use this. It's a burnishing. I'm trying to see if I'm too close. It's a burnishing tool. Sometimes this works straight off and that's good, but you can use all sorts of things. You can use a scalpel, but be very, very careful, because if this thing flips off in your eye, that's it, you're in big trouble. So wear goggles. You might need this to just get a grip under a small portion at first to lift it up, and once you've got a little piece lift up of the bezel, then you know you've got somewhere that you can pry. You could always use this, which is an awl. Anything, really use anything that you feel might slip under that's too thick, but if you know, that could work. A pair of tweezers, you might be able to, but I'm going to try with this one first. Excuse me, and see if I can't do that. So you have to be really careful of the stone, and you could put some tape over it if you really wanted to protect it, and then you can just gently. This is serrated. This is a serrated edge, so each of these prongs, it's going to be a little different to just a regular bezel, because each of these prongs are a little bit more delicate, so I don't really want to mess with that too much. Right, so that isn't going to work as well. This, I'm a little worried about this one because it's got a very, some of them when they break off are easier to use, but I'm just going to put my goggles on, like I said, and just try to, of course, get your finger out of the way because you don't want to. This one's a little harder. Oh, and I've just realised that's where the solder, that's where I soldered it. So probably that's not a good place to start anyway. So let's go over to the other side, because it's going to be a little thicker there where the solder is. Let's go back to this one. You don't want to press down too hard, especially with this thing where it's got a bend, because you can crack the stone. So pretty much I'm just pushing this in. And all I want to do is get a little area to lift like that, where I can get more of a purchase with the just do it very, very slowly. Right, you can't see, but I've got one little prong up. That's not going to do anybody any good right now. Right, so I've got 3 prongs up, and I'm just gently, let me see. Let's see where the camera is. I've got 3, I can get this under a little bit. I'm gonna, that's getting in the way. So I'm just gonna go around gently like this. And I don't want to push one piece out too far because that's gonna, this bezel wire is really thin, so that might crack it or rip it, I should say. So it's like when you're setting the bezel, you want to do it not all at once, you're going to press it down gently. So I haven't used this serrated bezel wire very much, and I've never had to do it with this, so I don't know how long it's going to take. Just take your time. I could turn the video off while I finish it, but then it could be one of those, voila! Oops. Nope, that's okay. You know, one of those voila videos where you, and this is one I did earlier. Right, I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually lifted off. So I am going to turn the video off so you don't have to watch that, but I'm just gonna continue to do that and just gently pushing it like that all the way around.